Wait a minute. Wait a minute. You know, this is, excuse me, a damn fine cup of coffee. A damn fine cup of coffee. A damn fine cup of coffee.
That's not what I wanted. Hello, hello, hello. What ho? Welcome back to another exciting adventure of The Plain Truth. I'm your host, Travis Finley. I don't think I did that yesterday on my video recording, so I might have missed out on my standard greeting. But here we are back. I'm talking in a lower voice because it is pre-dawn here in beautiful sunny California. Just fantastic weather. Absolutely just beautiful temperature, beautiful skies, clear crystal blue skies. But the beach has about 2 miles visibility, and that's it. So I have had no time to get out there and have fun with the camera yet. Hopefully this morning will be a little bit different, but we'll see. We'll see. Here we are back in the fray. Let's jump back where we left off yesterday, talking about ducts, right? If the ray curvature, all right, again, this is a research. I mean, you gotta, like, what does he mean by ray curvature? Where are we getting this idea of ray curvature? Ray curvature, right? Thermal inversion. I still don't think we got an answer to the guided, continuously guided. Let's look at thermal inversion. On the average, the temperature in the lower atmosphere, where is this delineated, right? Lower atmosphere. Where does that extend? From the ground up to what elevation? The temperature in the lower atmosphere decreases with increasing height. The average gradient is about 6.5. Again, I think that K is a Kelvin, so whatever, Kelvin. Per kilometer. A region in which the warmer air lies above the colder air is said to have an inverted. Why? Why, if that's what it is, why call it inverted? That makes no sense. A mirage has an inverted image, to be sure. Well, that's an appropriate designation. It's inverted. It's upside down. It's not the way it actually is in reality. So I don't really get if warmer air lying above colder air is natural, why is it called inverted? And it is called a thermal inversion or an inversion layer. A thermal inversion is required. See, that's interesting to me. I think that this is a predisposed bias, a presupposition that something has to be happening out there physically. So here's what I think just happened in my brain. This is what just happened in my brain. Okay, I'm going to click over here to Superior Mirage. Superior Mirage has a particular visual representation. Superior means higher. This is the mirage in which the inverted image is above the normal one. These are somewhat uncommon, I disagree with that, and are associated with ducting, okay? Now, look here, the image is inverted. all they did was extrapolate out what they think then is happening in the air with the temperature gradient. That's why they're calling it inverted. That has yet to be proven, right? So again, if you're just starting out with this research, you're just normal Joe Blow. I watched this Plain Truth video and he's got some interesting stuff there, but I just don't know that it's real. I just don't know that it's valid what he's saying. I'm going to research this stuff. And so this person starts looking into these terms and ideas without any previous exposure. I would hope that they would be asking these questions, right? So my question would be, where is the hyperlink for this to show me the research where you can prove that an inverted temperature gradient produces an inverted image? All I'm saying is I believe that what's going on here is that they are looking at an image and then they're putting what they see visually into what they think is happening physically in the air. And I think that that's a fallacious conclusion. Just going to check my Streamlabs real quick, make sure I'm recording. Okay, I am. Okay, so that makes sense to me. That makes sense. So if you want to respond to that, I would greatly appreciate that, but I think that that was a pretty intuitive response to that. All right, so let's look at thermal inversion here. Oh, I think we already did that. Oh yeah, that's what we just did. All right, so Superior Mirage. Let's go through this towering, right? So there's no visuals to go along. Like, this is not like Wikipedia with images off to the side to show you this. So that's a little bit unfortunate. I wish that would have been, if that would have been provided here in this stuff. I would have appreciated visuals. Anyway, towering. Abnormal. Again, that's not... No, do not say abnormal. This is what happens in nature. This is what happens. It's not abnormal. It's perfectly normal for whatever the hell's happening out there. You don't know. Alright, this is a vertical stretching of the image of a distant object. This, I believe, is incorrect. I do not believe that they are appropriately I need more coffee. A vertical stretching of the image of a distant object. I do not believe that they are accurately assessing the image. Again, just like the inversion of the thermal gradient is a misinterpretation. I think that this vertical stretching is a misinterpretation. I've already talked about it on one of my streams, but I will bring up a picture right here just to give me a second. Talk amongst yourselves. Pour yourself some coffee. Alright, where's this stuff gonna be? I'm just bringing this. Let's go back here and see what happens with this. Guess what I could do is just find that. Right there's a good. That's a good one right there, and it's actually got the entire. Yeah, baby. So when I was looking at this back last year, I called it a reflective band. Reflective band. So here is this. Now the thing about this is that all of these different nuances of aether bandy kinds of activity have to be classified and reclassified. So what you're going to see right now might not carry over to another capture of a Fata Morgana, because there might be a different I still don't know. I still don't know. Okay. All right. So here we go. So here's the shot. Let's see what it tells us about the data. Hello. Thank you. I don't have a lot open. I'm not sure why it's taking so long to file information. Let's go. All right, this is 170 millimeter. Okay, 170 millimeter. So just a little bit of zoom on this. A little bit of zoom. All right, but we have this band up here. This black smoke monster from Lost up here, right? But down here we have a dynamic that is what I'm going to identify as an inferior mirage. We have the erect image here, we have its mirrored image here, we have the erect image here of the island here. All of this right here is a mirage. All of this is a mirage. Right here we have some topography right here that's not very clearly seen, but down here we've got mirage. We have brown right here, brown. Down here is mirage. This is not a uniform topographical piece of land. That is not, but that's what you're going to see with your eye. You're going to think that this is some kind of cloud up in the air, and you're looking at the island right here. You're not. The island is right here, and this is the water line. This is the water. This is mirage. Okay? Now, it appears right here that you've got this nice crisp line. I understand that. I get that, right? I get that. I'm just throwing stuff out here to talk about this. Now, I think that what the towering idea is, even though you don't necessarily have towering here because there's no platform or anything, but the idea of towering is that this part here is being stretched up. So this is a like a hall of mirrors image. This is your body. You're standing in front of the mirror, and this is being stretched up to make look out of proportion, right? But your body is still right there. It's all your body, but the mirror, the medium, is distorting it. All right. I'm just talking out loud just to see where we go. Okay. There's a little bit of a zoom in there. I mean, you could just look up here and see how heat hazy the top of the Santa Cruz Island is, right? All right, so here is, so over here, I was to the right of this. So this image here, if I were to move left, move left, move left, this is where we would end up. But look at how crazy the heat haze is here. This is just crazy heat haze, just absolutely dynamic thermal activity, right? If we jumped over to Wikipedia and whatnot, we could see that the cold air layer and the warm air layer are mixing together and creating turbulence, right? So this is the idea with towering. So this is a towering image. That is that. Let's go back. All right, towering. I'm not going to read that word. I'm boycotting that word. It is a vertical stretching of the image of a distant object. Okay? It does not invert the image. It does not invert the image. Therefore, there's no thermal inversion going on, right? Because the image isn't inverted, there's no thermal inversion. So this is a stretching of the physical, right? So what that means then is that This is all optical. What that means is that this deck, the deck of this platform is actually down here. And it's being stretched up. Just like the Hall of Mirrors. Like you're only this tall, but your head is up here in the mirror. You're being stretched up. Okay? And if I'm incorrect in making that interpretation of that data, then by all means feel free to correct me. But just look at the out of proportion here. All of these things are just distorted. And there is a gradient here because you've got, I think, a clearer image here. See how there's lines here, but right when you get right here, it just disappears. Now we've got our band here, just wispy band, a little over here too. Okay. I continued to move left, so this is another platform. You've got this band that's up here, band, right? So all of this is, I just wish I would have known what I was going to capture. This was January 26th, and it was like 8:30 in the morning Pacific time. You know, 8:30 in the morning is pretty early to start the day, and already we've got this dynamic quality in the air. Excuse me. And so towering, right? So this is not physical in the idea of towering. This should be down here because this is the horizon. See, this is the horizon. So we know the platform's not this high. The platform's only about this high. So it should be, the deck should be down here, but it's not. It's up here. Now, if you've seen my video, I don't remember what I titled it, but I walked through this whole dynamic here where this black line, this dark gray wispy line, all of this gets filled in with water. All of this disappears. The sky disappears. This is not the sky. This is an inferior mirage of the sky. Here's the physical. Here is the true sky. Here's the true sky. This is a rather large inferior mirage. Okay. So, if this were to have developed the way the image developed in my other video, you would have water, 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 a new horizon, and a thoroughly compressed. Maybe I'll just show you guys. I'm just going to show you guys because you probably don't watch my stuff, so you don't know what I'm talking about. Now I gotta do that. I can never remember where I put this file for some reason. Right. Okay. Talk amongst yourselves. Alright, I'm not looking in the right spot. I really need to remember where I put this. There we go. It's gonna come up right. Oh, the sky is totally overcast, but that doesn't mean that there's going to be a heavy fog bank, because what's happening right now is the clouds are this far inland. What that means is that the cloud bank on the water could have lifted. So I'm going to have to check that out. Alright, why isn't this pulling up my normal looking? Ay. Sorry guys. It's really strange that okay, I'm going to put in Grace. There it is. It was there and then it disappeared. There we go. There we go. Click that. Click that, baby. Alright. So what I'm going to do right here is make this smaller. Okay. No, smaller. Oh my goodness. Right. There's that. Just waiting for the video to load. Okay, give me the volume, please. Thank you. Alright, so now I gotta slide this up. Alright, so let's see, I'm gonna have to maybe minimize this so that it's not. Oh my word. Alright, look at this. And this. And drop this back. Alright. Alright, so what you're gonna see right here is this. See, I've got this line here. See that line? That line, that line, that line. And it goes all the way over here. As if this were, just imagine that these are two different, actually I do think that they're two different platforms, but just to give you a reiteration, I am going to get out of here. I do not like, I don't know why this defaulted back to Windows Video. Gotta get this open in VLC, give me a second. Talking amongst yourselves. Shout out to Chris Berry for creating this fantastic intro music. Alright. Let me get that. Alright, here we go. Alright, so I believe that this platform here is platform Gale, and the platform that's going to come up in this video right here is going to be platform Grace, okay? But they're going to have the same wispy wisp, okay? Let me put music down.
We really
And
have some fine vocalists in this country, I think. Ones that come to mind immediately: Robert Plant, Paul
okay,
Rogers, and of course Steve.
so you can see
along with the Blackberries,
the different
from the new double album Eat It.
development. See how it's thick, 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 thin, wispy, right? And a spot right here. Okay, this is what I said before in the still image. This is the erect physical island. This here, you can see it right here. This is the inverted image of this right here. Okay? This all right here is mirage. All of this right here is mirage. Okay? So let's get this right here. Let's get this right here, just to give you a contrast of what this is, right? So now this line goes all the way across. We'll see how that lines up. If it does, it keeps it. We'll see. All along this, you can see birds at different layers. You can see certain birds getting mirage. Now let's see how thick it is here. All right, then there's nothing here. What's going on right here? Can you science that for me? Why is there no developed image here? Like you got this wispiness here, nothing here. Can you tell me what's going on right here? As to why there's no, you can't. You can't. Okay, so here we go again right here. Here is the physical image here. Here's the inverted image here. Here's the physical top of the Santa Cruz Island here, and here down here we have the sky inverted, and actually there's an interesting additional Hoozy Jacuzzi. I don't even know what that is, or why it's going that way, but whatever. Okay, so this would be, I think, this would be an interpretation of towering, right? So here you can see the deck, and then you go, whoa, that's crazy. What's going on here? Holla mirrors, baby. This must be towering. No, it's not. That is a unidentified mirage, because it's probably a bit of, I'm going to call it stretching, as opposed to towering, because it's going in the opposite direction. Towering, in the world of Andrew Thomas Young, towering is a stretching up of the object. It is a stretching up. Okay, this is an image down, but not vertical. Okay, we'll talk about that. Let's see when I'm going to say this. Okay, so this is the physical location of the platform. This here is a crazy stretching of the legs. Okay, so this right here is water, physical water. This is not physical water. This line is created by the mirage. That is not where the water ends. Alright? This is a little bit of a sidetrack from our readings, but it is what it is. We're going to watch this. You guys are going to be amazed. If you haven't seen this before, I'm just going to blow this up because it needs to be full screen. Oh, stretch. Excuse me, stretch. Zooming out. Okay. So now you've got over here to the right, it's a thicker development. Over here, it's not, right? So if we were to be looking out here on our own, we would see the horizon here and think that that's where the horizon is. We would just be like, oh, this is kind of a weird mirage. What's going on up there? It's some kind of funky refractive distortion going on up above the water. No, my friends, that is the true horizon. Here, it's being hidden by the mirage. It's swallowed up in the mirage. Here, it's poking out saying, hello, I'm showing you where I really am. So now you see this now blending together. It's bleeding together. And you can see the wispiness of the sky. You know, there's a dance going on right here, where the sky is bleeding in and out, or the mirage rather, because this is an inverted image of the sky. Some dolphins at play. I wish I could swim. Ooh, see, I just see this again. You're gonna look out right here. I'm gonna back up 10 seconds. All right. There's the dolphins. Okay, look out right here. There's gonna be a splash. Just an interesting thing. I like it. Right there. Right there. All right. Now, when this water fills in here where this sky is, right? Remember, this is a developing wispy smoke, right? Before it was just a thin line. So what was there before? Sky. All right. This splash right here is going to happen up here where the sky was. There's going to be another splash coming up. I'll keep my eye out for it. Alright, so here you can see the development. You got this coming down a little bit. Sky still mirrored here. Here it's coming down. You're gonna see this like it's like like magnets pulling towards each other. You know, like this. You'll see. See, there it goes. There it goes. Look at that. That is awesome. Look at that. Look at that. Yep, there he goes, changing his field of view. Alright, there you go. Right there. There was just a little, I think, a bird right there. Remember, that was Sky a moment ago.
We really do have some fine vocalists in this country.
This is where the splash is going to show up.
Paul Rogers and of course Stevie Marriott, Humble Pie.
And now you can see birds flying because there's a dark background. Before, the birds would have blended right in. You wouldn't see the birds flying, but now you can see them flying across. Where's the platform going? Where's it going? Right, here it comes. Here it comes. Watch for it. Just, I believe, just off center, right about here. Right there. Right there. See this dark band here? This is where the horizon was before. Now, up here is where the sky was. Now we just had, I'm going to back it back up. Alright. You can see this bird flying, this bird flying. This dark band here is where the horizon used to be. This is where the horizon was. This is now showing us what was always there behind the mirage. Alright. I'm going to go bit by bit with I'm going frame by frame right now for the splash if you guys have not seen it yet, so bear with me. Because this VLC doesn't have a reverse frame by frame. There it comes. Right here. Right there. Watch. See that splash? Look at that. Now that could be a that could be a dolphin or a whale blowing off, but still, my point is, this was sky. See right here? See that wispy sky? That's on the same line right here. This used to be sky. Right? So now, if I showed you right here, right? If I just stopped this right here and showed you this picture, you would have no problem talking about this being physical water all the way out. No problem. Which I think it is, but before, you didn't see that. Alright, so now that just dropped down, right? Watch how the level will drop down to like right here as I move left. See? Right there. See how that, see, since this is disappearing, now this becomes the new horizon, right? Right, there's the new horizon. That's not the new horizon. The water level is actually up here. This is, you still have mirage here. The development hasn't made it across. Now here is Gale. Okay, we've got Gale now again stretched up high. We've got an inverted image here, crazy inversion. And again, I believe that this is where the water level is. I believe that everything below this is an inversion mirror image. This is the actual physical height of the platform. This is all mirage. And if we could wipe this mirage away, we would just see water all the way up here. All the way. and then this would look normal, except for, I mean, it would look, you know, like the oil platform, but it would be compressed. So let's see where we're at on my recording. We are at catch up, man. Don't tell me that this is. All right, we're at only 34 minutes. Wow. Okay. I feel like it's been longer. All right, so let's get back to this real quick. All right. All of that was, well, all of this right here, this area right here, used to be sky. Okay, but if you looked at it now, standing on the beach, you would think that the horizon was up above, which is... Now, again, I actually tend to think because we've now got distance out here, it's possible that the water could be still up here farther. You know, so this is created by the mirage again. So this is sky, this is not. See how it's... I mean, we've got this layer, like, boom, like right here, like right there, all this dark pollution in the air could be the aether band doing its magic, blocking the water. So the water is going up, 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 but it's all behind a mirage. It could be up here. I don't have a problem saying that. It could be up there. It's crazy. It's crazy. So now we have, again, this platform. If we saw this with our naked eye, we would have no problem thinking this is where the platform is, but the platform hasn't moved. What's changed is the water beneath it has now filled in. Before, this was all a stretched image of the base. The base is all right here. Everything in front of you with this platform is all right here. The reason why you can't resolve this stuff is because of the limit of your eye and the refraction that's in the air right now. It's a distorted image, but this is exactly where the base of the platform is. This thing is compressed. These things are stretched and distorted. All good stuff. I mean, just look at the heat haze that's going on above all. There's just so much going on. What I might do is, just for fun, is I've not reviewed this yet, so this will be a first time for us as I go back to my trip in January. Came out here for 7 days, stayed for 17 or 8 days. Maybe I came out for, can't remember if it was like 9 days and then I stayed for another week, but a total of 17 days of shooting. So I didn't get very good results for me when I stayed the first week, and I thought, I just gotta stay, I cannot leave. And the very next day, caught some magic. So I'm gonna play this right now, just because I can see the band, and we'll just look at it. This is from last year, January. So I went out in January of 2019. I came out here because my grandmother had fallen, and I came out to help my mom and her. So whenever I wasn't doing that, I came. All right. Okay, I'll finish my thought. Whenever I wasn't helping there, I came out to shoot pretty much in the morning because they're all asleep. So, you know, no big deal. This is the Anacapa Island. This is the southern part of the island. The arch should be right here. This is the lighthouse. I don't know if we're going to get a flash or not, but you can see the coloring here, and then this dark band here. This is the aether band in high effect. Okay, see if we can get a flash from that. lighthouse. So look how rectangular the island is. This is not the way it normally looks. This part here actually has a peak. So what I'm gonna suggest is, actually I can see a boat moving around here. I saw something move. Gotta love the lighting. Okay, so let's see. Go back. Sorry. Let's stop it as soon as it clears itself. Right there. As close as it can get. You'll notice that this band is as high as the island. Okay? That's where the effect is happening, in that space. If there were a boat out here, it would be distorted or obscured. You might not see it. Who knows what the band is going to do to it? That's okay. That's not the physical island right here. It doesn't go boop. There's no like little proboscis poking out there. Alright, so there's a boat right there on the horizon. It's right on the horizon because there's where the water ends, and that's exactly where the boat is. Let's go back. See that? You cannot see water beyond. You cannot see water beyond this boat. So, how far away is this? This boat is like 3 miles away, maybe. Right?
We really do have some.
Let's see if I'm saying anything in the video.
Ones that come to mind immediately: Robert Plant, Paul Rogers, and of course Stevie Marriott, Humble Pie, along with the Blackberries. One from the new double album Eat It.
So right here, this is platform Gina. Little Gina. I'm going to stop it right here. Alright, so we have our telltale rigging here at the top. This is physical, this is not. You've got an inverted image right here with the extension, the butane or methane burner. Right here is the inferior mirage, okay? So that right here, following that tangent to the right, everything below that is mirage. This is not the physical sky. Or I'm sorry, this is not the true sky. It's because the lens is so heavy. I've since gotten better tripods. So what I'm going to suggest is right here, this whole area. This is the you can see if you look off, you know, just off center, you can see the dark band here. That's the aether band. Everything right here is being affected by that. This is a distorted image. This is not to scale. This platform is 10 to 12 miles away. You can see the light mirrored here. There's a sky here. Light, light. This is a mirage. Cut it in half. Right? If you cut that in half, that's only the top. Where's the rest of it? And it's was high tide. Water was coming up at me. Alright, so let us now, what was I gonna show you? I was gonna show you, why did I come over here? Where did I come into this file, guys? I distracted myself. Oh, that's right. And a kappa 20. Okay, here we go. So, let's see. This is Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I think it should be here. Alright, so I'm going to show you this because no one else has ever seen it, including me. I believe that this is the day, and this is January 31st this year.
We really do have some fine vocalists in this country, I think. Ones that come to mind immediately, Robert Plant, Paul Rogers, and of course Stevie
And
Humble Pie, along with
this is an elevated position inland, but I've got a great view of the Channel Islands, and I think, I mean, I took a screenshot of my GPS. All right, so we're going to zoom in. Okay, so you can see the Channel Islands here. All right, this is Gina here. You can see the water behind her, higher. All right, this is the arch right here. All right, moving across that way. Here is Gale, I think. I think this is Gale, and then Gilda and Grace are over here farther to the right. Okay, so I've got an elevated spot, so I could not see, if this is the same day, when I got down to the beach, there's a massive Fata Morgana going on, but I don't think I would have seen it from this vantage point. Okay, another shot, another. Nope. Right. That's Gina. You can see the wispiness of the horizon behind her. Look at that fantastic shot of the arch and the lighthouse. All right, elevated position, and this is the shipping lane. Let me go back here. The shipping lane would be back here somewhere. You know, I think I caught a ship coming through here on this, but I've got to go through all my data. That would be interesting to go back and see how that changed. I think that that's a higher elevation of the horizon right there. That would be interesting to go back and look at that. You can even see it raise up right there. That's it. That's the hump of water. The earth is round. Alright, changing the filter, getting down here. This is not the day. Alright, this is not the day for the Fata Morgana. Let me try to see. When was the 31st of January? I think it was a Saturday that I went out. Excuse me while I consult with my... no, that was a Friday. I miscounted. So it's going to be February 1st. Alright, so February 1st. This is all with IR, with Bo's. Bo let me use his infrared, and do not see my shine on. Sorry, guys. Alright, I'm pretty sure that this is it. Let's just start. Let's see. So I had two cameras. Alright, here we go. Alright, so here's my setup. This camera is taking the picture. This is either Sondra 1 or 2, I can't remember which one. This is Emmawood State Beach. Okay, this is here's the Anacapa Islands out here. Okay, there is Gina out here. Here's my live stream going on right here. Hello. Right. We got a fantastic Fata Morgana. But you can see right here, there's the band. That's where the dynamism is. That's where the dynamic is. That's the Aether band right there. Alright. Here's the broad field of view. Here's the narrow field of view. And we're going to go in. That is Gina. Distorted to all Shinola. Here is the arch right here. Okay, so here's the dark band here. I tend to believe that this is the physical location of the arch. It's not being raised up from here. This is the physical right here. This is a mirage. Where'd it go? Where'd the arch go? I was here just a minute ago. Where did it go? Alright, I went to another elevation, just not even like 1,000 meters away. But this is like 40, 45 feet up. Okay. No, I don't think I left my other phone or my other camera rolling at the lower elevation. I could have if I would have had a team, but I'm not going to leave my camera sitting there by itself. Here, let me drop this down and get back because I want to show this. This is 27 minutes. Okay, here we go. Okay, here we have an inverted image. I don't know which is which. All right, I mean, this looks like the physical, and then you've got the inversion here. So this is a superior mirage, Fata Morgana, because the extension of the methane comes out here and then goes back above, whereas before it would come down. This would be a lesser than sign, but this one here, if you go out here this way, it's a greater than sign. So yeah. So part of my interpretation is this. We have 3 images here. I believe that the erect physical image is here. I believe that the proboscis methane burner would be right here. It's coming down in an inferior mirage here, and then it's coming back out in another mirage here. All right, so this is not physical. This is not physical. The physical is up here. That's my interpretation, and I think I see that. I'll try to stop it because you can see right here the rigging. I can see the rigging right here. So in my opinion, that's the physical. So you've got physical, erect, inverted, and then a reverted image. So it looks like this is the physical, and then the mirage is up here. And I believe that that's the typical interpretation of this phenomenon. But I'm telling you that this is not physical. This is not physical. The physical is up here, smushed, compressed, all Shinola. Okay, so again, you can see right here, this is the rigging up here. This is the rigging. Just keep an eye up here and just see what's going on. I mean, look at this. I mean, there's something going on right here, like a light. You've got a bird flying. Alright, this bird looks like it's flying massively high above. No, there's water right here. This bird is typically, you know, the 20 feet off the water. There's water all the way up. Alright, so now this bird just flew, is right here. This bird is right here. It's going to come out right here. If this is all water, this bird is just flying at the same elevation as the platform, just like normal. But here it looks like it's crazy high up in the air. It's not. See that? It just came out right here. This is where the water level is. This birds don't, in my opinion, seabirds typically fly closer to the surface. I'm walking back and forth between the two cameras right now, so it is what it is. If you notice right here, there's a large, there's some, I don't know if that's a, I don't think that's a wave. It came up here, disappeared, and then it came up again right here, but it doesn't look like a wave. I think it's a boat. Alright, so yeah, so now we've got a boat in proximity here, and then we've got something out here going on. Look how ginormous this thing is.
We really do have some fine vocalists in this country, I think. Ones that come to mind immediately: Robert Plant, Paul Rogers, and of course Stevie Marriott. Humble Pie, along with the Blackberries. One from the new double album Eat It.
I want to make sure that my Streamlabs is doing my... I can't tell. Alright, so I don't see the desktop audio going. Right there, it's muted. There it's not, but I don't know why it's not reading the same way. Like, see, my why is this? I don't think this is activated somehow. Because the reason why I'm worried about it is because I was playing my audio from video as filler. I don't want to do this. Now I'm at an hour. Okay. Alright. Now why is this muted? Why is this muted now? I do not know why. There it is. Alright, so again, if this is the physical platform, which I think it is, because again you've got the rigging right here, then this is the physical boat. And then whatever's getting shine-oled here is doing what it's doing. I mean, think about it. You can't even tell what this is. Like, what is this? What, I have no idea what kind of a ship this would make. And then you can see right here, something developing. Right? There's something here. It's passing behind. Travis, couldn't you get a better picture? It's so wavy and distorted. Yeah, if it wasn't, you wouldn't be seeing it like this. Yeah, but it's just such a... Why don't you go out on a better day when you don't get a Fata Morgana? So I guess I left my camera here going, and I'm at the other camera.
We really do have some fine vocalists in this country, I think. Ones that come to mind immediately: Robert Plant, Paul Rogers.
Alright, so what we're going to do right now is I'm going to stop this because we're at an hour. So I'm going to stop this, and what I will do is jump to a quick Google definition of mirage. Right, Fata Morgana. Alright, let's do Mirage. Yeah, my laptop is dragging. It is dragging. Sorry, guys. Come on now. Alright, I've done this before, looked over this stuff, but who knows who's watching for the first time, okay? Alright, Superior Mirages and Fata Morganas are very, very close, but just listen to how this double speak information comes at you. A superior mirage occurs when the air below the line of sight that is colder than the air above it. Cold air, dense air, low, warm air, less dense above. This unusual arrangement, it is not unusual. It's not unusual. Since warm air above cold air is the opposite of the normal temperature gradient of the atmosphere during the daytime. I'm not really sure how that's possible if the dense air is at the bottom. Dense is cold, warm air is hot. But the normal temperature gradient of the atmosphere is warm below and cold above, right? Passing through the temperature inversion, the light rays are bent down. Again, no reference here to a scientific study. They're just telling you. Okay, I believe you. Light rays are bending down, George. Okay. So the image appears above. Wait a minute. Light rays are bending down, making the image appear above. That's kind of weird. Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. Superior mirages are quite common in polar regions, especially over large sheets of ice that have a uniform low temperature. Uniform low temperature. Does that mean that there's no warm air above the cold air? Superior mirages also occur at more moderate latitudes, although in those cases they are weaker. What does that even mean? They are weaker. What does that mean? And they tend to be less smooth and stable. For example, a distant shoreline may appear to tower and look higher, and thus perhaps closer magnification than it really is. Okay, right here, people, this is telling you that there's magnification in the air. Magnification. Closer, it's magnifying it. Okay? Because of the turbulence, there appear to be dancing spikes and towers. I think we just saw that a bit with that boat that just went by. This type of mirage is also called the Fata Morgana or the Hofgudinga. Everybody, Hofgudinga. Alright, Fata Morgana is the name which comes from the Italian. Oh, yeah, I'm not doing that. Okay. Okay. Fata Morgana mirages are most common in polar regions. This is exactly what was said about the superior mirage. But they can be observed almost anywhere. Wait a minute, they're most common in polar regions, but you can see them anywhere. In polar regions, Fata Morgana may be observed on cold days. In desert areas and over oceans and lakes, a Fata Morgana may be observed on hot days. So there's no telling. No telling. It can happen cold days, hot days, cold days, hot days. For a Fata Morgana, temperature inversion has to be strong enough that the light rays curvatures within the inversion are stronger than the curvature of the Earth. That comes from a bit of what, verification needed. We need to verify this. The material near this tag needs to be fact-checked. Huh, imagine that. But what we just read right here is a bit of an echo of what we saw with Andrew Thomas Young, okay? So I don't believe in light bending curve rays curvature stronger than the curve of the Earth. That is, okay? So let's just pick up this picture real quick, and then we'll wrap it up. All right, so you can clearly see here the band, right? Clearly see the band. Here's the band, here's another one above that band. All right, you see that dark bit right here? That is the physical island. Everything below is the mirage. Wipe away the mirage, water, 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 island, whatever that is, okay? The interpretation of the ball is that the physical is down here and this mirage lifts it up. That is not what is happening, okay? This is why I'm telling you all, this stuff needs rewritten. Rewritten. Very, very simple to see. Again, I didn't have any predisposition to what a Fata Morgana or a superior mirage was. I was looking at the data tabula rasa, right? I had a blank slate. I had no idea what I was going to see. So then I just was looking at it and interpreting it as it appeared. I didn't impose a curve. I didn't assume I wasn't supposed to be seeing it. I didn't assume anything. I watched what happened in front of me and put out my ideas. Okay? All right. This has been another exciting adventure of the plain truth. I'm stretching right now. Excuse me. I have been your host, Travis Finley. Until next time.